So with your phobias, because I know, and I'm calling them phobias.
Mm-hmm.
With your phobias with chicks, do you ask chicks if they made the last dude they fucked wear a condom?
Have I asked that question specifically? Yeah. No.
Will you now? If you were out at whatever show, the Dockin show that you're going to in June.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or you're out in L.A.
Sure.
And fucking, what's her name? What's her name, though? The porn star we know.
Oh, Jasmine St. Clair.
If Jasmine has this smoking hot friend, okay, and she introduces you to, and that smoking hot friend is like, hey, you got a hotel room? Let's fucking hit it. A, are you going to go?
No, I never do that.
You really wouldn't?
No, I don't do that, dude. You know better than that.
You would not? I mean,
No, I am not I'm not a one-time, let's just go with people I don't know. No.
Okay. All right, let's say that you sort of knew her. I'll take that out. So you've chatted her up a little bit online. Not a whole ton. But then she's just going for it. Do you ask her when the last time she banged a dude was, and did she wear a condom?
I don't know that I would phrase it that way. I think I would have to just sort of like, do a little bit of an investigation, not say, hey, did the last guy that banged you wear a condom? I don't see me asking that question.
Would you find some way to find that information?
I might, I kind of get a sense about people. That isn't 100%, but again, I'm going to be wearing a condom anyway. There's no barebacking chicks I don't know.
All right.
Doesn't happen.
All right. And I'm not smashing on Jasmine. I'm just saying because of her past.
Yeah, because of her reputation or because of her associations. Because
of her past or her association, but mostly her past.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever feel comfortable with the first time you banged one of her friends? Or would it always be like, holy shit, I hope I don't get something from this one?
Nah, you know what? I don't take those risks.
So no matter what, if Jasmine introduced you to somebody,
mm-hmm.
you would never bang her?
No.
You would never?
Oh, I wouldn't say never. I'd have to just see where it goes.
Okay. Would you, let's say it got to that point, would you still have kind of weirdness because of Jasmine's past?
No, I don't think that I would factor that in.
You would spend enough time, though.
Yeah, I would spend enough
her to get past that.
Sure.
Okay, I'm fascinated by
I'm
this.
I'm not gonna meet some chick in a club and just take her back to my house or to her room and just bang. That just never happens. In all my life, I've never done that. Not even once.
So let's say that you don't totally know her. Let's say you go out 3 times. 3 times you don't really know.
Yeah, you're true. But at least you get a sense about somebody.
Yeah, you get a sense. And so you go that 3rd time. You bang her?
It depends. It would just depend on the situation.
You had one dinner at Applebee's.
Mm-hmm.
You upgraded to a dinner and something else, whatever that something else would be, a movie, a concert, or whatever. And now you're on 3rd date. Okay, let's even backtrack before fucking her. 3rd date after that scenario. Do you let her in your house?
Possibly, yeah.
Really?
Possibly.
See, I would totally see you not doing that till you've been months.
No, it would never go months.
With you, I could totally see you going months without letting them know where you live. So 3rd date, you might bang her.
Depends on if I'm, the what do you want to call the chemistry is there.
Okay. 100 girls were willing, and you went out with 100 girls 3 times. How many of them are getting banged on the 3rd date?
Hard to say. It just depends. It just depends on what that chemistry is, whether you feel like you got a connection there or not. Well, I've been out on dates with girls on half a dozen occasions and nothing's happened because it's just like, I'm not feeling it.
Were they ready to?
I don't know. It just wasn't, something was just like, I'm not interested enough in this.
Have you ever had that scenario where the first time you banged a chick, she initiated with you first and you said no at least once?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yes. Wow. Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Hey, I got to ask, does taking them to Applebee's cure them of the HIV? We're all sitting here in the chat room. We're just wondering about that.
Does taking them to Applebee's cure them of HIV?
Well, Chris says, well, if you took them to Applebee's first, then what'd you do? What the fuck is
Applebee's is always the first date.
Applebee's is sort of the casual, not fancy date, but it's not McDonald's either.
Right. It's above McDonald's, but it's not a $50 steak.
I know, but I mean, Chris keeps fishing with all these extra things, well, if you did this and if you did that, if you did this.
Well, see, he knows me.
I mean, why don't?
He knows.
I mean, really, the intelligent question here is: would you bang a chick with or without a blood test? That's really the only valid question here. It doesn't matter how long you've been whining her and dining her.
Well, see, the thing is Chris knows.
She's got fucking venereal warts.
Yeah, well, Chris knows me well enough that if a girl catches my attention, she'll get upgraded to a better evening out.
Right.
If I think enough of her, we could start small, and then it's okay, well, this girl's, good enough to spend an extra couple bucks on or not. Which means you really like this girl, she really just doesn't do it for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, so is this leading up to whether or not you would have sex with her?
Yes, because the higher the grade outing, the higher the chance that I'm interested enough to bang her.
Without the blood test?
Without the blood test.
Wow. That is fucking reckless.
Well, no.
Well, either that or use the condom. Cause
oh, yeah, absolutely.
Tell you a true story. Back in the day, and this was probably, I don't know, around 1990, early 90s, my ex-girlfriend's sister got herpes from a guy who was in the state police academy that she had been dating for 3 months, and she just had no fucking idea. I mean, and she's a nice fucking girl. She did not fucking ask for this.
Sure.
She was just a respectful fucking person. She made this guy wait 3 fucking months. The guy was in the fucking state police academy.
Well, what difference does that make?
It makes no difference at all. But, I mean, if you think about, who would be a clean-cut person as opposed to, a fucking junkie with fucking track marks on their fucking arm. You know what I'm saying? But she made this guy fucking wait 3 months, and then one fucking morning, we heard her fucking sobbing in the bathroom, and we went in to see what was wrong with her, and she had fucking blisters the size of fucking dimes on her fucking labia.
And you saw this yourself?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a long story, but yeah, and I felt so fucking bad for her, though, because, she was fucking destroyed. You know what I mean? It's her fucking life is over. I mean, not over, but I mean, Jesus Christ, how do you build a fucking healthy relationship?
Well, but see, the thing is, there is no guarantee. I mean, you could be married to a woman for 15 years, and if she was out fucking some new dude behind your back, she could very easily bring something home and give it to you, and you've been banging her for 15 years.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I mean it's a good point, but I mean, that doesn't happen too often. I'm not going to say it never happens.
Well, the percentage or the probability of that happening is probably very, very low, but It could happen.
Sure. But, I mean, my point is, you're better off just either using condoms exclusively until you actually see a blood test.
True.
And, it's once you, build a relationship with her or something, you both go. You get one, she gets one, take a look at hers, she sees yours, I'll show you mine, I'll show me yours, and on you go. But it's just, but we were just sitting there, we're in the chat room, and we're just listening to this. I'm like, well, Chris keeps putting in, all these extra conditions. What the fuck is that supposed to do? Anything, but anyway, that's it. I don't know, hail and kill, hand job, and fuck you, pal.
All right. So is that Does that is that a shield for the HIV? Is the Applebee's, Chris?
It could be.
It's the Applebee's shield. It's the way Pantera shielded us from the gay music.
That's right. And the Applebee's thing, you know as well as I do. That's exactly what Applebee's is. It's the cheap first date.
Yeah, it's not the cheapest, but it's not the most expensive.
I mean, nobody wants to start at fucking Outback.
Right.
Because then you're really fucking going to have to spend money if you get somewhere good.
Sure.
You know, you get somewhere good with the chick, Jesus, what are you going to fucking be spending?
Right.
$100 for a meal?
Right.
Fuck that. Light.
Yeah.
No diseases there.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, nobody needs that.
No, and I love this whole blood test talk. Have you ever asked a chick for a blood test?
No, I've never done that.
Never have either. Fuck that.
I mean, you know, you did ask me if a girl ever initiated anything and I turned her down.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell a story. Can you hang for a story?
Yeah. Sure.
All right. So there was this girl. I've talked about her here on the show, okay. And the first, you know, she was somebody that I really liked as a person, but okay. She had some issues.
All right.
And we went out on a date, or an official date, after hanging out for a couple of months.
Okay.
And when I mean hanging out, we just kind of hung out. That's all we did.
Yeah, all right.
And so I asked her out on an official date, and we went out to dinner, and we went to a movie.
So I'm just hanging out, no kissing.
No, nothing.
Okay, just hey, buddy, how are you?
Well, the original intent there was that she had asked me to kind of help her and mentor her because she wanted to get away from her drug friends.
Okay.
And you know me, I've always been clean and sober and everything. And so
do I know this one?
No, you never met her.
Okay.
But, you know, she's like, you know, I need somebody to kind of give me a little encouragement.
Right.
And if I hang out with you and stuff and, you know, talk this over and whatever, I might be able to help me get over my addictions and whatnot. Right. You know, and I was only a young guy then. I was only 24.
Right.
And she was 30. So she had 6 years on me. But anyway, long story short.
Right.
We go out to dinner and we go to a movie and I'm taking her home and she's like, I don't want to go home.
Okay.
And I'm just like, well, what do you want to do? Well, can't I just come back to your place? I'm just like, well, okay, yeah, sure, you can come back to my place.
All right.
So we get back to my place. She strips all of her clothes off and gets in my bed.
I mean, that's okay.
Yeah. I'm just like, wait, whoa, wait a minute. You know, it's just like, you know, again, I'm having my reservations here because it's just like, I don't really know you that well, and you're involved with drugs and, you know, this and that.
Right.
Slept next to her, never touched her.
Ugh.
Well, again, I'm not a druggie. I'm not influenced by alcohol. In fact, I don't think I even drank at that point.
Yeah, dude, you didn't drink until the last 10 years.
Yeah, so you know, that's the thing. It's just like, oh, you know, this is not you know, this is not a good idea here.
Right.
But I you know, kept my composure and kept it together. I mean, believe me, the temptation was there, but it was just like, oh, you know, I don't need a problem here. You know what I mean?
Bigger man than me.
I understand.
She'd have been fucking balls deep within 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been, I guess.
But again, you got to remember this was the 80s and this was the height of the whole AIDS and HIV thing.
And you've just always been more responsible.
Yeah, of course. It's just like, I don't need this. I don't need this problem.
Dude, when I was running around Korea, there was I never even thought about a condom. Ever. Fuck that. I don't think in my whole life, no lie, up until I got divorced. Because then once I started, if you saw some of the trolls I was fucking, there definitely was need for condoms. But fucking up until that point, I don't think I fucked two chicks total with a condom.
Right.
That just wasn't happening.
Sure.
No way. Fuck that. I was like, I'm not going to get anything. And I didn't. So I was like, all right.
Cool. You were just lucky.
Thank God. Otherwise, I'd have another book to write.
It's the venereal disease book.
Right.
Yeah. Well, see, I did need that. No, thank you.
I actually have the song to play.
Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
You know what's weird about condoms and herpes and stuff?
What's that?
That's Doghouse, by the way.
Yep.
It's weird because me being from a younger generation, it's the total opposite of what Chris just said. You know, we grew up with sex ed, and we, in a world of AIDS and stuff, and just condoms were almost mandatory. You always use condoms. Anybody with a brain use condoms.
Right.
It's drummed into you until as soon as you know what your dick is for, use condoms, use condoms, use condoms. Right. So the first time I actually did it with a chick without a condom, it was like the Holy Grail. I regarded it the way some people think of anal sex. It's like, holy shit, I'm hitting it raw.
Yeah, wow.
Well, I don't think anyone would deny that the experience and the sensation is greater. But the thing is just that
women don't really care.
Yeah, but for that 7 or 8 minutes or whatever it lasts, it's just like that ain't worth a lifelong, having some kind of incurable disease.
No, of course not.
Ugh, no way.
And they won't protect you. And they won't protect you from herpes either.
True.
And quite a large percentage of people are walking around with herpes. Not that it's become destigmatized exactly, but it's far more commonplace than anything else.
True. I guess you could become a monk.
No.
Fun.
Nope.
Like you, Neely.
Yeah, like me.
That is all for now.
All right, hail and kill.
Fuck you, pal.
All right, what are we playing?
I'm going to satisfy both the chat room and stay on topic.
Okay.
I would like you to play some Night Demon, a Livin' Dangerous.
Okay.
From Curse of the Damned.
From their only CD.
Yes.
When are they going to get a new CD?
It's coming. It's coming soon. From what Jackal was saying in the chat room, is something about the labels holding them up or something.
All right. Well, that's good. All right. Well, we'll play some Livin' Dangerous then.
All right.
All right. Well, here's some Night Demon exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.
This is Jarvis Leatherby of the band Night Demon, and you're listening to the Classic Metal Show. Keep it heavy.